Yaba mu nyina mache emma kwa ba biemfa emra bedwam dwumadie so on Adom TV. Yeah, live on all our social media platforms. Facebook Adom TV and Adom TV Extra. YouTube Adom TV. Yes, share the link, share the page. Mo bia etiminya bi. Ehwebedi dia kwasi esi abedwam so area. So this another day, the second day of January 2025. To why you say afeni ewremu a enene da etoso mienu. Ni opeso ye bia no ye ntem because ebre eni nipa afa. Send na make say every resolution bia na ya make say ye kwa so dem ne ko make ye say ye tena yanka say ye pub ne make ye say ye tena ye fie ye hwemu any taking that decision for 2025 no ebre kwa na ekwa na sa. So out of the about 365 days no ye yimu 2, so we are left 363. 2 na ekugu ano no tini ye wo bia no ye no ene na ejai moto no oye moto be ba ho no na afe no asa akore we da so agibre na o hwe na anopai e wo TV so o hwe on our social media handles na you know what UK average me mo ya mo hwe on YouTube so ya da masepa nya me HTM mo am Germany mo am France New Zealand ababi bia wo bia wagye Adom TV atum na o hwe bia anopai de etimani abre UK ni say okọ UK especially London say ya o kan fie be say 3 bia be nya Adom TV ba ko ewom nya me nhira mo so my name is am so quickly on the line this adomonline.com choice eba enya kono firework display during New Year celebration set shop ablaze at Tafo. It is knockout in the tato to bro nya brem no e de akwakoto bia ma akwakohye obi shop e wo Kumase Tafo wo Asante Mantemo na anopeya so Mr. Start enu anwumre Kantabanto sit e just dem gidigidi Kantabanto e jet da Kantabanto ha eyare ketwa yebekori akwakodi ehonum enkomo. So politics, NDC's court objections misplaced. You see already addressing issues Afenyo marking. See the majority leader Alexander Afenyo marking so na ekasa say NDC for how mo war court na mo 2 na nra ho no enye ade bia ase asomo how mo na abone memia na baye hu kese na anamo 2 abato commission 8 no ACC o hawa NDC for na kasa kan wasem ewo court hodom. Nilante Vanapoy makes 2 heartfelt appeals to God ahead of NDC's inauguration. To also the pipe kese ato yakopon nim se omwa abra aka da fo akrabeni de mampani John Dramani Mahama to aka Ghana abanwa kese for a second time. Also Ghana akofnamu na was sign aka ntamadin sese odnakoma mu nipadwam nyina be somo man abo man ho ban emfa briche bi emmo man no opening so that the sade mienu ato yakopon enim so obi ekọ adomonline.com a obenya sa details nyam. President elect Mahama pledges economic revival in 2025 New Year message. And see the 2025 New Year message ya eba no mampani John Dramani Mahama ya to aba edi eyi no ahye bose Ghana sika semu a enkoyi no obehwe ama otimi asiesie se na ebe ya sinto bi aba ye sika semu no ebetimi asiesie sa sinto no eyi ede freedom. Ghana football is in a transition period. Black Galaxy's coach Mas Ididi Ramani ejosi ye football no okay edi ye wo faces bi a football no e goes we ache since 1982 die eminim faces gongo a ye sentimental sa face so Didi Dramani on ye the head coach at the Emma Black Galaxies era dia to just say ye football no ko how any amani bina eye abrabomu enhye enti ye coach so ye no no ye betimi ss. So the big news here become one on Kantamanto fire outbreak eti hwe o TV ni so ejabrana ato Kantamanto e free enura anwumre anapade manya ne tie se Ghana National Fire Service akodru wodom no afi wo se hye ofide no ebiem na wasa dundum ekumankuma na eka aye ne sere be ya entretre enfanko the other shop. So you get here amanfo ana omo wo hobby abra eja no etomu ni omu hu ye ena omo de to Adom kase enim.
When it happened, I was just sleeping, me and my brother. So a lady came. A lady came. It's a warehouse. So we sleep there. So a lady came and she was tapping on my door. She's tapping harder. So I woke up and I said, "What is happening?" And she said, "I should come out. I should leave there. Everywhere is burning." So as I got out, I realized everywhere was burning already. Then I came here. I came to where the train loads. So I realized that that place on that evening, all that place from that coast all along is a ghetto. Also, when they smoke, they used to make fire there, they cook there, and after them, behind them, there are so many clothes there. So the fire that they are doing, the fire, it will easily get flammable with the clothes. It can explode. Or how do I say this? It can catch fire. So that area, the government needs to do something about it. All that place alone is ghetto. They've been smoking, they've been cooking, they've been doing a lot. Yes, it's burning. And I think yes, I think I'm fully percent sure that is where it started from. Because you see, the fire is generating from this area, is going inside. So it started, when I came here 11 o'clock. So all this place was in fire. So when I woke up, this place is burning. And if everybody is saying it in the railway, everybody they do suspicion. All their movement was suspicious.
So by that time that you came here, what service people around?
No, the fire wasn't out. I came here 11 o'clock, and I woke up around 1:30.
1:30.
Yeah, 1:30. Yeah, the fire they are already doing their job already. But we shouldn't blame the fire service because it's not something easy. Because when you call them, it will take time before they come, and the fire has gotten to somewhere before they come and proceed with their job. So we shouldn't blame the fire service for that.
What's your name?
I'm called UC.
Boss, you are the one you take any papa for theatre. Sorry, you're any Jana to inside war. Only a dear mechanic, say, dear 20, a dear mechanic, a boot to Nipamu and over there. Only a daddy to inside war. If the fire service one do have a come and son about it, Janyasin, baby. One by on the color base, one Namasa, who do any Jana start there. She felt upon 1 hour, she won. Well, Cracka crab never do point. Abrosano, Honomo. 1 hour now, we bet me as she does point. Abrosano. Oh, number to Yashi. It's a strong woman wire. And what fuck any scat of funny Manina, boss. I know you know, now, that's Ramo, Mawai, and the other was just here. Said you done here, you didn't ask it. The day inside will be a done starting here. Me don't know before me say a job ya to ya her na case dan start here there and I mean nyane for tibi nyane o na de jane so ya there deba if you training man be there e be bu abonti the one say fire service for na ba na from be do na there ama o ma onum na ma ndi o mo de explain na no so be gira o e le jane sheba sa na o mi gira no mu we daro e le jane sheba cars bear 5 abis will be anko inside one year that's one a horse you only know sa o ma anya the great PA woman have done here the idea of boy if dia you do na ya mel crowd but born no there why a friend crowd the power that is a there abon no so ntie timbutu bi say eti bag no bo machine e butu bi me dia me kai there enam inside one year nya ko o mu nyina obi apia do ya there.
Okay, ti we amanfo bia wani ehunu ne ekoso wa breja ne hyase enura enwumre ewo kantabanto edwa kese nim edwerefo ahwere ne ma pa mo e wada videos bi e be show di achiro mo say edwerefo ahwere ne ma pa beginning of the year na se sa kabo say na edi wani mu a so ikriyanko na yentie ensem so a member of the Ghana National Service, Ghana National Fire Service, Omu PR Timura Alex Nate, and the two Jabra Adom Kasiye and the Chichen Como.
It's no, the unfortunate thing for us is say you need intelligence system be a chain and say, yeah, exacto baby. If you have a phone and fire service, say, exacto baby, yeah, nearby. Now, you do my tutu from you. Look, it's not going to work out. Ghana shall say, about the Fegano, a shall say, check a cancer, or more frame. Into almost frame, be doing it. It's no Macola, within 5 minutes I from buy. But the problem is say now because of combustible materials in Tadia and now in comfort they as my can comfort gas cylinders are usual market. You do now po put your lives at risk even as you are fighting a fire. Now hydrants are new and hydrants and comfort he said the aside saying and comfort any year and high into the behavior of the people here to protect the fire hydrants because we look at say ejano yetini bi anwas ya yesu sa nesi akọ farisco ne ba ko efensi kan ni tuze akọ efensi na ejano asama ni ni subi we look at say this was 13 fire tenders almost all the fire tenders in Accra including Flagstaff House are here it means says yamin pengu say ejano for to baby and I say that Flagstaff House is here. I'm wondering how we fight it. That's how blunt I can put it. And this is also exposing the fact that in here resources. Because look, I say you can want much more fire tenders, and as a working hydrants here, we wouldn't be able because as now 13 fire tenders, which is a very serious situation. You know, we are working very hard. You put time say my ejano and spreading building see. You buy a bank no. You will say homogeneous so. Bank is a very important installation. Bank will sell diesel tank which here diesel egu generator ni now confirm say say you buy na bank because you say see the heat na ba no exploding oka tank now there will be an explosion and there will be a much devastating effect over here than everything it is sabi wow e be original in charge so we say fire service for mission giant ejuma because e ba mo amuti na ba e janu ngi na enko e ba na identify threat ni e ba mo de obi be ka say aye na ebi so egu edaya ejan toye aba eja esi because you say jano other ones that's in there said ashi unfortunately ashi
okay so where here and come a Alex Nat a member of the Ghana National Fire Service PR team NAAD and Rabra ejano eto so the yen said a situation at America 7 years Williams e wo kantamanto sesi no e ka say in siabako de
hello enya boko sa e wo kantamanta ena no pay
e boko de ntimi enye eti anopan su kodua no situation it say
ndie so Ghana ehene de ye beka abasom akrabat egusu a ehye e wo hanom Ghana National Fire Service said the omo chechire mu no omo gusu omo gbo ho ban se ne be ya eja no entre enko adan foforo mu enti sabre ya me no kasa ejina eye Ghana Commercial Bank honom na Ghana National Fire Service abe mounto eye omo afidi a etumi eko 125 feet eko dum eja e wo soro no ti sabre ye honom na ejina e omo gbo ho ban ahwese eja no entre ema Ghana National GBC GCB honom ti CA enti eja ne de ye beka se egusu a ehye e wo ha sei enti arehomu ana eye womo a omo niema ewom eni adwadiko na omo ba hanom ni nyina edi e wo hanom anopai
so yen say ebia eye too early there but utie nie na Alex Nate ekana na chese obi eyusu gas odwem won mu a ena kofa we di aba adwerfo na no modi ko betimi a confirm say ampa na obi enu aduane e wodwanem
okay sisi ena waka agu yasum se ente ya wotete nso so etirem se eye na asedi numne ade ewo mu wo yenche ha sei eni nti se ye petenke ye ne etwetwe nkomo na eye update sisi a omo nsa aka no ko de ma ye se bre wo mu a
okay yenye ne sa
okay
baji
Alex Nate
amuna ni mu chiefo
ya je so ada asaro pani adwuma pa so amoye edeboa o my Ghana so Alex ye hwe motimi a confirm at the clock of us aja she bai
you go to them JD go to your machine ni aye pitini say in your when back asking say eno na inkofo a mu diga wa ha ka say ebetime reason say bia ni papa ni fodi na say ichi na wa shida happen ja too but enya information ebetime estimate say ampa ananya ampa and to say be issue no ade a almost suspect asking but ebe issue mu ni say ampa say no ananya no
so ye bi ka no di nkomo enu na wo ka say mi say 13 fire tenders ene ye ka say egu kantamanto ejahye no etise nti ya soa enkran fire tenders ni akogu kantamanto yi
but now let me straight
na anopa na enu anwere no di nkomo na wo kidi ka ka kire say about 13 fire tenders and mo so de akọ Kantamanto e dem say ejahye ne kase te say enti ya so e kam say fire tenders won kra nyina akogu onu mu
Lala ni create them some okay here. I'm fine the 13 fire tenders now, with the exception of Anya fire tender, all other fire tenders, Medina, University of Ghana, Flagstaff House, Parliament, Dansuma Nina, any even your Tema regional headquarters, any your kind of thing, any Sprintex now, you know, I say, Yato, Adenta, legislative effect. Free Kantamanto na the according to Ninja. You know, as I said, we are committed. And so, can reach us fire and Kebabwa. I mean, Ghana fully fan. Or you check every time TV. Individuals cry or which me a boy. It's more multi.
Okay, so obedi bwarianti ase ene obia ne niema wo Kantamanto yes eja aton wo hwe nim sem free sabre kozi brebei ene je betimi abra no ase kra
you should get the impact from 120 you should chief officer wa operations officer in pay for now me look at the officer ba ko and saying now, no, yeah, you saw it, Jimana, Pipe, Modern was say, a bit young, a bit young, by before the close of day today. In case in the jump it again, but a modern boy may sure say,
okay, so before I beja ama wakono, what is the state of fire hydrants here? What Kantamanto go him say the Kantamanto etienne dey am fire hydrant a honum ni state et saying.
Unfortunately, any functional fire tender be our Kantamanto. It isn't yes, you're turning here. You better think of Farisco. And I say, Jerry, we know that the Kramian is yes, pressure no cry, no pressure, no cry. Apart from influence me, call Crampon, Kukunsu, in the JJB of Jerry, and they say, maybe a what near Kukunsu, near say the traffic here or a car central anymore, near Sababa between Jano. In the hydrant here, every single of us says, hydrant will put in more. Men say no, and I never found a man saying so, and I may have been, it is a baby that a direction of Islamo.
Yeah, that's the person when you bring any actually company Alex Nate, a member of the Ghana National Fire Service PR team. And I'm to say, yeah, no, actually, before that, near a man Bonnie in Stan Williams and Ekasa. Is there also?
Now, bank has said no work at a fire hydrant no be any importamuno if no bank has say GCB bank hanom na omoko sen ko omoko so no man say betimi aboa me edu jana ano kwasem ne say so ye na kete enye adwuma e wa ha say enye adwuma e wa hanom aniti eno to so ne update e wa hanom ne omo gusu a omo hwe se eja no omo bedum no nti de beti atre bia nso so ye fan ame adom ya hwefo ne yetiefo
is here with us bebre amane bon in Stan Williams said out amane bo e free Kantamanto ewo enkra krojwe munti so ejano ene da TV ni so no areho wo hye afina se na se we na ade sha ase a fem unye dwadini ya unhye da ntia ase sa yeah unye dwadini ya unhye da ntia ase sa so akofa ne mana ebi ameka afekora ne makra ba warehouse ebi ameka afekora ne makra ba begu eyewo store ene ne bia ka akobie na nka washa ase ne wakọ akoton na bom se ya areho yes there's an suspicion of arson senana openi Alex Nate e can say omususu se nipa bonifo bi na ahye da twa jade ato market nim eno aba pempi se just ato Kantamanto sansam yeta ete ejato Kantamanto yeta ate sansam ne pa so you just hoping say ben for the share papa gu akwam na etimi aboa ne yemmo adwadefo ho ban yemfa bibi se nhye afenase eba se bu wabem bosia no akwa akwaje we da akokotwe me de akwasi ensia bedwam suni eti yemko yempon yekɔ na akode mu nsɛm eba aba beto aso health tips ɛwɔ hɔ no menu achi ahosepe enso ebeba yebetra se ahwe nko ba kumi ni be nsɛm de free no na afɛ pensemu ato aso ɛde ama koso hebedwam eba ise.
Fantastic morning. Yemobi official pa. Yes, me mo official pa. Emo akwa ba de ba bedwam so na no pa yemra so se de agodi mu nsɛm tawo so se bedwam akokansi ya na toss de se fata salty na echi ne kufu de bro anopa bia. Ye basa na wala natural mineral water and the DSC konkom ye nsɛm na de bro wala. Bibia obeye no no matter the occasion wala natural mineral water and occasion say course so sa festive season bronya new year ni ade wala natural mineral water no na yetimi epraprachiri wase ananya sam keto akra eno na nche Franco Trading Enterprise so ye sponsors abrebi omo kan homa ye de agudi mu nsama de bro na no pa keju ran kasani Erica Siedu bwari ye be sha se ye fi the English Premiership and nra Arsenal timi abwatra Northern Forest abeto so mi no English Premiership table no so after so chi Brentford Boneka me sama Brentford team back Brentford take lead number 1 and edimi share that early goal for Brentford na so that be and fast now about Gabriel Jesus mo ye Gabriel Jesus in the form of his life in the last 4 games or 6 goals Thomas Partey adwuma pa in that very game and then asem keto akra yenko game no mumra ye me head it say no dey cost so the Arsenal game ni mo dey say wohwe say table na sia koya on top of the table Liverpool 45 points or stunning back over Arsenal share 2025 I see papa so Liverpool to me wini back no ekwa na 48 points na Liverpool benya na Arsenal I saw atosumi no 39 points Northern Forest abetosumi and with 37 Chelsea also fourth with 35 Newcastle also num 32 points we need the ekoso the title race in one these top 5 teams and epre we all Northern Forest din kan but Nuno Espirito Santo fiso take you Northern Forest as team no shebre kra and they ultimately bojma atosumi and table no so Antelenra Arsenal to be winning the game no to cash and so sa and so from and the Italian Super Cup is on. Inter Milan and Atlanta. Basso Dendeni Shanasumame. Italian Super Cup. And Asamran and so Samoro Yeguso. Eddie Hessan and Osomisiaco. The PM Yana on Sambebro. Franco Trading Enterprise can one open in some Bryce and so and Walla Natural Mineral Water. I bring no more home my head in Samno. And so at the Bara. Yeah, kind of sad on Obe Pimo. Our Ghana and Sambi Brina. And so na akopie mu na 24 akacha coach Desmond Ofe on the coach Pani Padma na 20 team league so ahosisi for the AFCON memo nimro mfiadu no die no sanse wafu zombie ni timi boadwuma ya tosum ye no ho ndisi AFCON ye betima kopie wa kohe said I want some so see tie na Desmond Ofe coach and na 24 dey nsamo to dwa say wo hwede mo so betimi atete niam ye na Ghana timi akogye din wa AFCON na sanse but the boy ball wafu ni mo no ashada answer no ka say beje trophy no so ye timi anye coach Desmond Ofe ne nsamo de atu edwa no coach ni Dramani one also coach Adema the chanting and answer pokra no in Black Galaxies. Papa did some to I said, "It's Ghana yet to me and qualify and as they see results to me kuye said, your transition time Ghana team no as son of kakra nema change new players bania the ban sang of what she share kakra yeah we are near na so kakra bia be fine be kakra no near so interview po bia to me share no no Chairman, they are to draw on my own some and so bro nano pay now. Rosa for executive council member, Rosa for in some to draw. Second, Biasoro, Ghana levy on past glory. And they country say ya the pound Ghana count. But I said it Brian Bunty as a teams in the shares of Ghana to Ghana for accept say and Kuyi near to me and ye accept to say Sabi Yamoto more and petrol and I say and catch the infantry until the Okacha Ghana for no san chemu. Say Ghana for any tumu. Say yin to me and trophies here. As I say, yeah, see, I rebuild the Black Stars. Black Stars, young rebel, yeah. Trophy the into being bit. Yen see any a quaff and koji a covered cap acquired David Intums. A father I find out only who said it's me acquire Bibiani, but Otoadwa. Ojidisi Otoado is a top-notch coach. Ghana for and the retreat to who say Otoa Sana Mama David. A coach or ya the pa unim coaching pa coach Otowado ne nsɛm a ɔde ato adwa no na Rev Lado lead ɔmo abrante afrɛ no no Joseph Eidu wo hwɛ sɛ ne nhyɛde city a sina kan ma seta de Vigo Lado lead ani abrɛ wɔ ne ho so mo nyana mo pepa ma so tetempa mu sɛ Joseph Eidu ne ho atɔ na waba yɛ bibia betuma yɛ fine na the Ghanaian Premier League eguso ne start times e kasa say start times be some wadwen na omo san ba back say share season as nyom dey twa games no but dey hwɛ say omo betimi agya tum no omo ba back about see bodwuma atwa your games no at their mind and check they will return as official broadcast partners. I'm copy mo Franco Training Enterprise but CCTV and I say phone and I say pokano fridge tabletop there no mo dey about TV ningina abenya bi ato Franco Training Enterprise so mo kan one opera in some no prayer sanso na wala natural mineral water so your sponsors abrebi mo kan ma in some no ade buy kai say wo de nankasa be package one ho ereka sie du body ne de obesi na de akato aso ko so hebedwam
kwa benen so e de oba Adom TV Badwam health tips eso enye bete matewase ebe ebedu fiada otuna nyankopon ya adom a wa obohu say wasua ade ene me doctor edubuaten ene wa ha endpoint homeopathic clinic say yare bay me sure ya frɛ no maka cho so fa no so personal doctor so wa na bebo enye ohwe dog mpacho me ha no no wadi hu nkomo de ye wo so ba hospital na clinic a mo frɛ mo atimi aba ɔte adwam na wɔtwe mu nyina ne ye kasafa chest pains ehu to wo experience sai bia medofo ntena ho ma ne nye kɛse ansa ene ya wate ho asemi na otu ho anamo dog ye nase ye mo akwaba wadawo ma ye hwɛ signs and symptoms ni biem sɛ we no podi the signs and symptoms ni kura bebre wakeka
yo na wotwe nyina di nkomo afa eboyade ho ana bo a ye ya ɛna yaka sɛ ye bo no no ma bebre organs bebre ne wo ho yakoma wo ho yaharawa wo ho ye gastrointestinal organs ho ye muscles nerves ni nyina bi wo ho ye minimum ye esophagus no project eba ho ene nti de yaka nyina sɛ ye boye ya me amfa ntena fie na ye hu nipa bebre wo a yaka sɛ oh no mo nyare na o complain sɛ ne bo keke amande sɛ nipa no yahwere no nti yen wo ye mfa nto ye ho sɛ before nkomo ye be wie no also be hunu sɛ ye bo no ye boye ya akwala ba no be ka cho sɛ ne boye ne ya ana opanyin so oboya o ya ye nkofa cream bia hye emfa nkofa ye bo massage o massage wi enu anu wagina o cream wasbe na me sen no da bi ebu ha ne firi wakoma ne firi akoma no kora no a ye o yade bebre wa etim ba akoma no ho emere ntie ntim oboye ntim cheche ni nyina mu angina wo ho heart attack wo ho pericarditis wo ho cardiomyopathy wo ho ni nyina no e ya akoma yade a eni betima bo akoma no ho obu o so ne firi gastrointestinal organs eno no obi wo ha ne firi esophagitis the minimum no ne esophagus na inflamed obu ha ne firi acid reflux ana esophageal reflux disease ene this are the number obi wo ha na ne de no so no na firi bia gastritis that's say inflammation of the gastric organs eno na de aba obi wo ha na ne de no so e bia firi pancreas na you can say pancreatitis ana pancreatitis eno so etimi kofa ba obu a na fi ne gallstones na ana se ne gallbladder no na bia stones bia ya de bia kan say gallstones ena de ekofa asa de ne ba ye eno so etimi ma obu eye wo ya obu so na fi wo lungs ene ye kan ye say eno so fi wo lungs eno so a eno so pneumonia etimi de ba asthma etimi de ba viral bronchitis etimi de ba ana sa yade ye a ehu kase tuberculosis and so cross so etimi yes and no cross etimi kofa one of the signs etimi kofa ba yes and so quite etimi ekofa ba apart from that and so obi okra na fi ne muscles no ana ne nerves no na se free muscles no a obi ho na injury e na akofa ba ana so obi okra na rib cage no a ebo ya ribs na ebo ya kuma no ban ni sa no ma no ana so those vital organs no ban no obi ho na injury abem and so etimi ede etimi ekofaba we mu nyina etimi kofa yi ba na mom science ye betima ta daddy yade bia se ye efi wakoma no ene de e ma oboya oya obo se obo no eye wo ya ohumi ensi so wakoma bobo peri we bibi kakra na wabre wona asekora betimi atatai se fi wo lungs no ene e ma obo aya wo ya bo so bobo wa obo wa obi obu amoja ebetimi firi maba obu okra so ane wano a wo bo no flames no timi ye green obi de timi ye yellowish so ho ene so etimi kofaba se firi nipa no eyam so a ne boya ne ya no mo se ohome an si so na odidi a indigestion na okesu na obelche na wonya hiccups so ho na you know bad breath correct me feel no ba say enti obia ne se de ne no na emo no obi ho abo se ne bo no ayi ne tin na obowa na esi na chi ne nyina no eye signs and symptoms ya other than what chest pains enti bia ne symptoms ya e be than ho edi it is a yade bi ha obia no end point to be particular like say stroke no mfante na fie akomayade diabetes pressure mfante na fie ye prostate ene awo mu awo nhwemu scan no ye free lab no na ye 300 Ghana cedis for number yi na endpoint branch bi e ben ubia kuma seta krade akra tema enyina no obetimi afre na wabayade bi eso ha wo no o frɛ so a mechichiri ma kyerɛ number no ye 0244 86 70 68 0244 86 70 68.
That's it. Chanyankopon boy beto so. Dr. Duboate na wote no enka no china so sabre ya kan ye ho ne emfa nwie e wo chest pains no emo. Enkwa hoden wo ho a wo china
Badwam was a special Christmas edition. Unim see what takrade so there. I was see any gospel molele ejeche nkomo. The one and only most beautiful Amy Newman. And I have a stories through pictures. Obetonyum kakra ni aka stories kakra na ati. Mami pacho memo akwa Badwam TV.
Oh, send me dance baby.
Mami secret no who I fed do secret be ane me nche na me so me ngini to say I want to be like you.
Oh, Sandy, secret be enyo. Oya Adom.
Oya Adumo.
Yesu na Adumo. Adumo Yesu na Adumarako. Oya Adumo.
Mommy, pictures. Where is it? Yeah, it's a music video, no?
Recent one video me yawe Makuma Shama. Enyo na me share them picture. Man po me nyi mo si wo ye twepo. But mo hu yan do that social media.
We have video now, no, we say, why if I do me any crow?
Yeah.
And this one.
So much 4 years ago. 4 years ago. And so me go Morocco Cromuna. Eja. Me a photographer we no chum.
That's daddy.
That's daddy.
Daddy social media almost of 73. And I'm somebody more. Yeah, and can't age. I don't know more. How old do you think daddy is?
That is 73.
Social for it. You are right. This is historic. Wow. Yeah, by na lisi way Esakose Japan.
Yeah, I am going for Kadam Sakosia.
We pass a year being with President Kofo.
Yeah, actually, Kakao. Say Jayan Bank. It's an honor. Yeah, was a mommy.
That time na Kofo a president.
That Kofo no a president. No, mom, them honor no.
What people don't know is we a dancer. Or when him there, I wear Esa.
Yeah, so I think that after me too, Ghana, anthem. I think after that, me them award.
Mommy still moves no ewa na there. Wire
moves no don't me feel because or inbuilt.
Nah, no tell mom some few Christmas Michael Jackson moves be.
Just I mean, she's a mini and you more kick me.
There, Samuel could talk bonum, me draw na nyom why raise na mommy. I'm a yeah.
Papa policeman. I don't know whether you might know your fun Nana from Pond, COP Nana from Pond, because Strohon we just recently, Anna, me who I was so excited in the miniature picture.
Means through the music, we share a titany bebre.
Oh, yes. Yamina Duma, yeah.
Thank God. Mommy still me preparing you na age how na se kakra. I'm na the is a music video now.
Yes, a music video, no. It's a music video, but yeah, my birthday.
Quite one.
Me 62 years, no much.
Wow.
Yeah.
62?
No, yeah, 63. 63 years, no much.
It's like you are aging backwards.
It's 59. 59 my birthday, no much.
59, 62, 63.
63, 62.
Wow.
About 30th birthday na COVID into me baby yeah COVID my yeshi.
Na mami pa show here.
Recently I'm in a man jam kuchubi.
Wow.
Pictures yeah. May hobby a picture taking pictures yeah.
There's this historic picture here. It's calling.
Omunkwala my first born and the third born, the second born.
Hana kahwa.
I don't know.
No nyamai.
Nyamba in your.
Wow. And I year Hana ni
Hana ne nukun. Ne nukun snow one.
There's a red no.
And you're no crobino word nache. It's more than 20 years.
Wow. Mama fitting in our life no de epe.
Life needs a word warm.
A warm mujum. He was style there with me pambishe at the Amaz.
Oh yeah.
You know, fear bear.
Oh, maybe this saw a video. Mamma, can you your video in a muche?
Hey, mommy, I'm not ready. I say, oh, mommy, freestyle. I say, still. Oh, you are. Oh, you are. Yeah, so mommy, still, mommy will move now. Great. Hey. Have you seen a Newman dancing before? When was the mommy Amy Sada? Did you know she was a dancer and she's still a dancer? Mommy, fat or mom? Hey, go, mommy. Go, mommy. Go. Mommy, my moves. Hey. Mommy, if I did this, shum. Wow. Where Amy the dancer? Yeah, monko, or recordo. Wow, mommy, that was a good one.
My exercise.
I saw
it when you saw.
No, that I didn't put our restricted.
No, sometimes we catch and go away me music video. Mr. Hammond pair. Then when you're uncle baby Michiwasa because I saw now because when you saw the dad, it's been paid dancers for my videos.
Wow, it's mommy and share Hana Nini Kunu, way in Kwalano, why in Kwalabremo, any this very one, Ketwa way say.
He is second born, no. And pictures no doors since you into me on Yini and Pom Famba. I say, yeah.
And we know.
Yeah. Oh, Otunfo. Na mukun ye dwuma bi wo Kumasi. Menhia ho, nye menhia ho po oye one obi one bakado one ba e ho mu mama. Zinamba. But I want to see obi ne dan ho na nana ba ho.
Wow. What is majesty? Otunfo say to ababio. Nana pia ho nkwaso. Wow. That's a great family, and these are the boys. Where you got the man.
Yes.
First, second.
Jeremiah, only your third born.
Okay.
No fourth born. In the seventh born. In the eighth born. In the Joshua.
Is that your last born?
Your last born.
Last baby. Wow. Picture your hobby. You try kakra. Me why for my main chakra.
If you kakra na me try picture.
Yeah. Girls, nini.
Yeah, na AUC. So, me 59 years, you know.
Well, yeah, 59 is hot. It's really hot. Wow. You're beautiful. I mean, where are our girls now?
Girls, you know. First, second, and I'm number 5.
Okay.
And so one over here, one over 4.
The 4 girls.
The 4 girls, you know. Okay. Number 4. Okay. And your number 6, sorry. Number 6, first born, second born, fifth born, sixth born.
Wow. Well, that's Mr. Family photo, all the family.
In your family, yeah, I check. HA is more than 22 years.
22 years. But I made the Judah no original one.
They were the Judah no original, so as a cry. Yeah.
Oh, this is beautiful. And so, how now with me? Actually, firstborn, second, go be our house.
Okay. It's a firstborn, secondborn, thirdborn, fourthborn, fifth, sixth, seventh, Judah, and the eighth.
Wow.
Joshua.
Wow. Name so yeah.
Grandchildren.
Yeah.
The first granddaughter and your first granddaughter. But what my from away a what also crisis I don't know. Oh my goodness.
I'm assuming say I'm for the same.
Second born number.
Oh, the picture being so shady a day.
My from an engagement. First born in engagement. And I'm not dead in a yet here. And some men are called no dominant.
Wow, this is beautiful. Auntie Amy knew my back was so shady.
Only Jeremiah, the third born.
Auntie Amy knew my better was to say no, they are called tall. I mean, family.
What's with that? When you are Japan, because it's like when you in that, you know, and so it's a surprise to me there. You are free. We will pay mudo. So I told you that next year, a year of honor. No, I feel so honored to have you people with me. There, we better crowd no when Jamaica, we will pay mudo film na, you know, and when Suhara so I'm an interviewer. I mean, oh yes, so much for me, so much, and I'm very, very, very appreciative.
Mama, yes, we are on national television. So what's your say, Joe Flowers? You've done an amazing job for the gospel industry. We are one good role model. You're sure. I mean, we are so perplexed. Say, looking at your age, you are very decent. Uhunia sem and pebo trouble Joe and yen yamanyama social no. Mommy, what's your say? Oh, the man for flower number, but the man for email. Oh, man for email. Mommy, Joe Flower. Now, no, the ever to your crona ya pon. Yamawina fish ya pa. Oh.
Atasifa na wobeyi wayo abarametasi metu ya masida kawai owe chinya sidebio inti sawabu wa mama yeyeza eje wasidenyo obatan pay wa yeyenyo atasifa na wobeyi wayawai abarametasi eja metu ya masida kawai owe chinya sidebio inti sawabu wa mama yeyeza eje wasidenyo obatan pay wa yeyenyo
Kobe Waha, I'm telling you. And now I went to Yanko Adom FM, strictly high life. Jumedi no, I was Silver Star Towers in Waha. But I saw another year. I saw about 11 months, 28 days. 29 days, yeah. You're 11 months, 29 days ahead of us for another splendid edition of Adom FM Strictly High Life Party. And one is super. And thanks to the organizers. And not to more the DJs, DJ and the Dusty, Ashanti's finest, Ghana's finest, then the almighty OPD. OPD, the good job, bro. Abna pokuya when anyone a cow in a boyjuma ye and rapper. It is one ma out there a ye and no best netremuko. But I feel the Yamia don't know the chair. December Bessa Asia APM on Adom High FM Strictly High Life Party Jumedino. I say, you want me to watch my quabba BM at a bar, Badwam so on Adom TV. Brasso said the Pense mo ebetua so at the Amamo meeting. The Aquasi is a very good morning. Come be a wajibre na o share ne anope mamfa chake se koma openi okufo owo asante mampong. Akra yi se nyame adom oho eye yada nyame ase se ode ene so ache nyina afemi ankasa me wofa openi buache me ma me nom ejewa amponsa onwia ma tajumo gifty Koko Ware, One Woyere Hannah, and to my good friend who got lost but has been found. Fredia, welcome back to Ghana. So, and I say the kind of deal come on media review. No, arrest man free Katamanto Eba as of Enura and race Ijatanabi etohonum. Ama Japadia action no enye adeketua. Nyame adom. And benefo etimi aboama ijana fede edum no some of the videos ne be ebegu so ede amana wahwe say yedum eja no eja traders are starting accounting of losses. It's so sad, but when they it's so sad. Ti benefo fire service for go so edum send yamote say yene Ora Alex Nate, a member of the PR team of Ghana National Fire Service and Komo early in the morning now church them say out of the 14 fire tenders here were encryno, and with 13 and a war honum. So a child send a janicus ye at ye. Out of the about 14 fire tenders here, a war for greater Accra region, and with 13 and no aswadia could go on more, ye the edum jano. One is also because the fire hydrant now, yes, is in the Miami outdoor say. Seka fire service car correct to not ensure any more how because we do a bit me connected the ama fire hydrant anka pa wa sha see a twin so the corner ye jai manipa bi a sisi dan e sisi shops e sisi offices ni ensi offices shops a dan e wo so no ya say no eti anopaso no which them no they have to travel a distance and san motimi akwakonya eye ensuo baby ananka bank akra betimi akose so GRA honum no yesi wo pressure ne so aba form so now they have to move beyond the GRA and sana etimi akwakonya ensuo de agu cars nim na aba bedum. It's sad, so on your TV baby o matimi adum no that's the situation and unse ayes bola suja o hwa say ni na dwo but ase no ekeka wompa to hwa yes ye dum de de but enchen no ye akra so fire service for no go so ye omo ye ho adwuma say o betimi aboa na ya ye timi adum ni nyina na ye ho kwa betimi e de afaso there will be most suspect say e asen just ni pabonefo bi e na abo timo po e di ja kwakoto saa bia honum nie nipa bi esu se akosoro no fire service for na hye ho bo se obahwem na ye hu se ampara se eye saa se nipa bonefo bi na ahyeda e di eja akotuma massa bi adwadefo a waje bosia na wode digwa woniema etimi ahye saa na eno ko ma most of ye ma menem ye papa no ye nua mema no ye nua ma no mu a edigwa honum no bebre nso kura ni insurance e woniema odigwa ojadi a wodi ne so for example when you go to a place like Kumasi Kejetia near President Mahama AC the insurance na wodwem wonom no eye for the market enye niam na egu edwanem no ense eja etomu sese ya the market na structure na esi wonom no eniam na insurance but nye wado niam egu mu so maybe National Insurance Commission pen for maybe also more scale up more education more Emma again for net as a DNT ultimate also pick a credibility as insurance Edema would dread the year or more AD you will be sure that materials here that thinking of the average Ghanaian no I'm not quite say you can't insurance banking and it's a name mobile money crown abba can banking pani if it's a 1 hour school said Dr. Kwenumo and no more bank na ye na ete here the bank here dey ezi no mu nyina na se na nye GN banker most of our villages we koda nye GCB banker there will be no bank when the people anankasa amanfo na work room anankasa no will not even accept it on call this car koto na when you because the trade me for car so I think National Insurance Commission ebesere mo scale up more education for a dreadful na a wodwom no entias na mummra from no so ntimi hunu se ne ye ka no enya distinct it shouldn't be like say a yesikafo field and no more eba but should be a field that obi abetimi ate ase no so ode hu hye mu a otiade na ode no hye mu na se tibesa akwama so be ne ye nwua Nsia Williams akwakodi enkomo ya man boni ya station no ewo Cantonment be bia no atono na we bring it up to speed the current situation send there esim eti as adwadfo na akwakodu am asuzu a esu ne agyaadwo na atiagumu a eya omode ekosam for na sekese ekoma Franco Trading Enterprise there be am come some phone pa na dwosuo and what me say Nokia Samsung iPhone smart TVs now ranging from 32 to 55 inches. Franco air conditioning so from 1.5 to 2.5 horsepower. Yeah, what CCTV camera me say ujina kan na wo tamalekura e be chiw ame hu sene o team e sharp pa. Franco CCTV camera ye kama ne e fie bebre abekomu a CCTV camera bom no dodo na omto no Franco because ope papa no open be chede ama no open be bo adwuma yie e de ama no from was 0246 422 338 0246 422 338 now 0555 939 311 0555 939 311 obetim so akọ francotrading.com on the website na what place you order and so benya 40% discount so auto from online. Franco Trading Enterprise is still phone papa efie enwo so yet simnia di combo aftermath of 2020 elections, the falls, the rise, the shock and the surprise a buy in our history of manual semo you call beyond 1992 bebre NTS so within the scope of 1992 under the Fourth Republic. This is the first time Ghana experienced such an election with such a result. It being seen. So it maka say the average Ghanaian no say or pim konanim up and to me Jennifer bebre we actually and they say near who cry say on to my wa one kasa ne shili trim. Of course, me kose shem trim. Dr. Queen, and I'm for welcome fee and ye GD would mode to me ashen and say, Uncle represent two or more. I will marshal your film to be part of the 9th Parliament in on the midnight of seas. Honest, I cry you 79. Dr. Fisher,
I feel committed.
Boko dear.
I'm not doing.
You might seem console.
That's it.
Ne kuneding.
I couldn't. Oyara.
Oh, by margin, no, dear name, manina day. Margin, no, manina day. And I mean, how many cousin? Oh, call her margin, dear.
Margin, put a PB account, so when they. Why you never saw the one? Oh, now they. Oh, say. Open so upi with a big bank in tea. Now in your pass election way. Remember, I yes from Kukakra.
Number per gap.
Pa.
And my distance.
Distance. Well.
So a Kumfi 2024 parliamentary elections outcome said that NPP 11,014 votes, representing 37.43%. NDC 18,413 votes, representing 62.5%. We're parliamentary now. Presidential, me focus on Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for John Dramani Mahama. Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia 9,284. That is 32.28%. Then John Dramani Mahama 19,046. That is 66.23%. Meaning so maybe a challenge you wanna. So Mama born home danger.
Okay.
Are they?
Odikano mechia oye viewers inara. Sasu mechia oye the incoming president of the Republic of Ghana, oye President Mahama and the vice. Yeah, mami, Professor Jina no Pukajimai. And pay me chairman papa. Na mesanso am the kasa ne kanopanem de ejabia to baby ma. Ayare hosem kakra no pay na wana odi gwenyara ye mamo oye one shezin na mimde John Mahama na ban adikro de boss the insurance we for the money ye mo be ya se edigwa and a trader na pede insurance for onyama kakra me sure that them policy oboboama the mesia obema protection kakra by way of onyama wa say na nyama nti I think that or good thing obeboa ye nyinara nti our issue biara bomodin say policy ne ba also foundation bi na also bo ho ban kakra
we have fache waka SOS na me come back to Kantamanto na ye hwere current update free Kantamanto e ba Insia Williams ya ba ne boni ya o won me sia kwa ba biem Insia kwa ba biem Insia Ebesatra na ya connect back to Insia Williams ya ma ne boni ya wo Kantamanto na ye na atwe nkomo no atimi a kire adwadefo bedu wonum no say maybe sa no mo de etudwa because some de te adwadim na mo na ni nyum fi se betimi anam so bi amasa ejei etimi aba se enye nipa bone bi eno bon timpo no fa kire gya bi beto wonum de a na se eye activities bi no mo adwadefo no nkasa de mo betimi aboy na otimi a kire ni enam so bi ma sa ejahie etimi ebae Insia good morning Insia, good morning. Insia? Oh, sorry, but Insia and say, Doctor, interesting.
Yo, but that's you. Oya rehupa de anope washe afia sina eja obeshu nkrofo ya madam di oyedin pa e bompa de oye painful watcher or your Ghana security do because I think this is the second one I'm seeing because there was one at Saglemi also.
Yeah.
A Hosujato. I shouldn't hear na or yeah trendy be orba. The best authorities in there, especially police na fire service one security munyadin. Now also one prepare for any eventuality be orba so that maybe them see between deal with it as quickly as possible. But back to your question, no, beside the election, may result na or slightly lower than President Muhammad. In fact, election na no na oye DB kakra because in fact, sikasemo de blame no ye hu kakra. Na so beyond that, no, ebi muso of fast strategies be na under normal circumstances. I mean, my dream in the politics are okay. But if you go to the extent of getting people to swear and make certain utterances or restrict the person from obesho nankasa najuna, then you are depriving the person of exercising his right under the constitution there obetin wa che najun of our moral code.
What if me am sanko back to the last one I say. Ebefa Insia kwaba.
Hello.
Insia?
Yeah, hello.
Okay, and he said that one more tie.
That's all to make.
Meto kapa.
Okay. Sabredi betima ka say idano akopom anopei etanso odum judgment ko no mo na so hono mo a omo edum jane na mum amanfo na ba na omo ba adwadifo ma no ba na omo eba ebi mu esu ene ade nti yenye adwadifo ma no bi wa hanom a ye pete enka ye ne omo twetwe nkomo ne ye hwe enema a won actually. Hello.
Yeah, it's coming to you. No money kobo.
Pacho te menka.
Me to ka no money kobo.
Okay. Ma me ya mo akwa baba Adom TV so. Me je mo so. Okay. O to wade e wo Kantamanto. Me to address so Kantamanto. Na say na o ti say. Me say. Gonyen, ye bia ka me be kam ne to US ni UK never. Because on the progress it. It's the anymore. That on the 31st. On the first, you're sorry about your intention. Hello, you want to say that to her. Let me get you. Yeah, me dear, come here, but when you're not about to need to know, you're to say. The January, January, number you don't come up on the other Maya. You never know me better than if it's like a get my pin. My pin, you be a school. Between your Baba, you between the school fees. Man said, "Peace, pim. You let me ask. Say, maybe say, Kantamanto, I send for your toll. And in the name, you say, your toll,
say, when you are asking, I'm not even trying. Not any near ma. What boy would say, I said, any near man, BBC said, yeah. And then can you obey to me? What can it be? You better not sit there and just an assistant, and yet, Jack can bet me a star. That I have plans even on my best journal. The Afghanistan, or Rama, any problem on by a money. Yes, no, and we're going into money by Shay. Woman, you money by Shay, and now do it any papa claim to me by this car, and any pump him on what you are, and more, and be a university. Open your demand, you'll be more cancer. Can't any people can't any free cancer, and yes, it's a yes, no more. Almost money by Shay. Woman, money by Shay. Almost as if you live at a lady, and the across are sending to know the system Pima, as you know, every time we have a vegetation, then the baby hospital. The vegetation, yes, and if you are so almost, because I'm going to send me a woman, when you're probably like Claniama, Lady Mount Niama, and just a case. You know, I don't mean, I don't mean, I found him, and then you say, and then you just send me to home, maybe I want to be to home. Miss Namo, when I'm coming and bam, when I'm coming, my and they say, I am a boss. Can't go, I am a boss. You want to say, yeah, but Jenny, yes, you want to jab at two. To say, Johnny, yes, and just yes, see, and any jacket, yes, no more when I'm coming, my end. Some of it, yes, I can instead directly, or Ramahama Betsy, the Nano to Betsy. Onions are made with your heavy and them, or Ramahama said, I saw about the man, no sort of Obama and dear. Some lady here, so maybe be a man, and you and pass Obama, yay. You can show that will make it on the night. The shaker, the mechanic, and more.
And yet, a gun for now, you know, more able to train common. Mammy Baku has also on to see and then to train common. Mammy, I'm a cover Badom TV. Yeah, Papa. Now, open what they were happening. But I'm at what they all can't come on. I know, and the daughter was, and I mean, your friend, and not rather Madame and Baba, sorry. But in the phone, the bride say, can't come on to it. After me, would you mean fat? Would you mean fat? Singing parents, rather be uncle. In the other mommy, I didn't know what my young could have before. And say, yeah, I'm going to be there. Brunya ni ma ya ko suwa be ko to ko ni fo so dia ba be guo e tere se ya to che ya to dia gwa dia ngedi ka ko fi ya to ya ko 35 ya sa be ge bi ya ba to wa dia ya ba ya to ya fa ya be du ka ta ba jo ba ya be ya ye du ti ya ba ko ba la be fe ya fa che ya fa yo ga na ba ba ni ba ya di o ba bu ya da fa de about the sisters and India. They were not stop at the people say, I want to go for low. So I had to buy any company. I don't go for the across the Bible said, yeah, but we are living in our last and the idea out here, tell you the other strategy. I told the kind of Baba, or Rabba Haba, one Bananado. Yes, Ramuna will come here, Babu. Yes, trouble, yes, Sunday, yes, I am. I go for Musia, I cry, so Bubania. The if you are to me, Kakra told the Bako Chiatica, and of the America, but as every cook was there, quiet. Yes, trouble. Unamukasa, Babu, whoever came by a marriage, I am a yale. Yes, trouble, yes, Sunday, and say, Brother, why yes, trouble, at this idea, and you knew Chiam when you some blood of Maccabi by a naturally, I'm not a but our crowd will be bad no way. You have not also, you have not one year, but what so. Samsi yanka edadifo ma no ebi ensam eno no almost eniam sika omode kofa enioma no dodo na niema ni nyina ahye aya rehosem eninti omode adesrede eto kabiewomfo enim omode adesrede eto omampani yato aba ayi no foforo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enim omode omadesrede eto eye Ghana mampani Nana Adodanko Akufo-Addo enim se omumrai no omumaye omumwa isane se omuniema de ebiase eni ti samotimi nka mobesom ewo honom na yakoso ede yani ede akire na de bekoso wa hanom bia nso so yesane ede abesom Adom atiefo ne ahwefo
era se Ntia Williams ya mane bone ya station no ewo Kanta Manto edwana eja atomuno and I'm to so the man boy if you them ere ebre we say Ghana penfo aso ate to be 2 and more no what they say then ede among so doctor back again
yo the anopezi ayare hosempa ehwe mesma gwedifo worusu in fact my constituency there were quite a number of our people who work there.
Oh, okay.
Nti mankasa meti na me machine kakra.
Yeah.
So me fi happy or me check na me share there hot then so that if there's any assistance we are a bit more offer to them I will also do our part. But I'm hoping they at least they are safe. Sure. I say won kwan obi bia nti multi bia no ensure the mpemfu so wa hu more kodo na multi bia no bobo ama wa yasum bia ma yina nti obia nkana kumante me there yame boy. Now, America masem no bioma to them America no election day in fact na my expectation was much higher but yamakra na BNB na oma them difference nearby initially for now me believe strongly put the many vote as President Mahama because me share ejuma maye ho since 2016 up until now now my opinion share the vote I'm expecting that now me didn't be do kakra but now no or elections and obiana na strategy nti yipa me ne kwa kensi no na ono so why na adwene the obe find strategy monocracy play a very big role na ehwe me constituency na hoyedin pa nti I wasn't surprised there some areas and I expect bigger vote no it didn't turn out the same way but all the same no I think the results no are appreciable compared to previous from my predecessors no now on the results no oyara but I'm hopeful there ejuma ayebeye no next time if we get the opportunity it might get better
so going into 2024 elections now no man for the dim komo DNA man na wo hwe ewo ekonfri yes we all know so the bigger conversation about the confri is the youth factory yeah but aside that dear na manfo a ewo ekonfri constituency expect say their next leader e be do minimum on side me aka
yeah me that's it ekonfri assistance or yeah quite an interesting constituency your farming communities your fishing communities now in all this one of the biggest challenges here were roads the roads here terrible very deplorable and unfortunately so constituency by virtue of its size no your link roads here another big issue and the Eshima na roads beat the Imuna road friend Safa area friend then Ebuakwa I mean roads are a very big issue nti sisi am yoka say MP Nejuma in yet oil road but we were forced to help in fact I had to reshape a 15-kilometer road. Hey. That should tell you that how serious it was. Now,
and let's go to
yes, per se, but now we share the state of the road. Now troubles are ye film.
15 kilometers.
And easy, and it was so hard a job, say. But eventually, I was happy. I was proud.
Okay.
Because
any area be no.
Imuna road. A road be a kanho kasa che. In fact, President Mahama ofia bem or the my contract cry, but for some reason, I'm mindful for buy no. Omo money masa kwan no. Nti na a very big political road. It's a big kanho ase bebre. Na last President Mahama ba ho no. E sounded to nanim na mo gidi say nyame aye na adumi a wa be there. Obehwe ma dem kwan no yeyi yourself you and apart from that other roads are owo ho today bu akwadi amekan.
Yeah.
And go road. In fact, actually, man, young roads de oyadi bia timemfu no we yisum de yame adoma meka ho asem papa ma aban we twene nwa abehwe kakra na mojidi so de Jo Mahama wa beje moti biara oboboa ma ye na kwan wa ye amaye. Secondly, ye ho no because of the economy no all from ninty ama a lot of the youth were travelers.
Okay.
They go in search of jobs. They were the Kantamanto KCC.
Like outside a config.
Outside the config.
Okay.
So actually, elections are almost about 50% of people who vote come out of Accra. Not only Accra. Some in mining communities, some in Yeji, Western, Half-Assane, which they are so scattered. So one of the biggest challenges in any election where Kofi is transporting people to come and vote.
So basically, we obey 50% of the total votes, in the constituency.
Yes.
About 50% near outside.
Yes. It is quite a big challenge. Now because so they are forced to travel to go and look for jobs. But I'm very hopeful there. With the advent of the 24-hour economy at President Mary Bay, in there become about a confused.
Yeah.
But that's a public-private partnership in the government here. But beyond that, they are mostly farmers and fishermen. Now, farming is, for me, is one of the biggest opportunities that we have to be able to create jobs for our people.
Okay.
Personally, may take initiatives. Make sure that if I can set up like a big poultry farm for them, about 20,000 capacity. I mean, you can say, my partners are to the extent that hopefully this year the madam about on stream.
Is it going to be a private own and I say only a buying a can boom?
Oh no, or a partnership between me and some group of.
Okay, so it becomes more private.
More private, yes.
Okay.
But of course, about dovetail into government initiative on the 24-hour. Yeah.
Okay.
So, when they bring that, whatever opportunities that come with it, and they make sure that all them factory will benefit. But I always say that sometimes, hey, we be cry. You look at it as if there are one. But if you set up, for instance, a poultry farm, you create opportunity for the Obi bro, fertilizer with Maba, employment with Maba. And so it's a whole segment of work I create. Beyond that, make sure that you be Gary processing. Because we have areas today, areas the land is so fertile. Would you have banchi so well? Okay. In the Gary in the past, we used to buy Gary for 7 cedis. In the end, now I have 60 cedis. In Yamasa, in the Akukon, in the Christmas, how many people were able to afford it? Until we need to make the effort, take initiative on Bema. Able to me, until we are area holding now or far banching now. And your home could in several areas where banches on Yena. And to me, who them know, Messi a Gary processing. Mobeya. Those people who are into that farming, Obeyema, the factory can go well and create jobs for our youth. Beyond that, in the fertilizer is a very big issue. In the past, Muhammad time now all money free. Today, I could talk a bag of fertilizer. Okay,
money free to cocoa farmers.
Cocoa farmers.
Yeah.
Beyond that, there were the portions of it that went to farmers on the side, but they are subsidized rates.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But now, it's so expensive. And just imagine, in a community where things are so rough, when you scar, or better than when you scar to fertilizer, put no money yield also. Until the challenges are real. Until if you see the voting patterns are about this election now, it's a reflection of how people feel in the country. And again, I think that the outgoing government, at a point, lose touch with reality.
Okay.
Where work can cry now, I don't find be them. In the fishing industry, in the Albomotu Nobu, open me checker, where Muhammad time we used to give like a subsidized Albomotus, 12,000, but you have another amount. Today, a 15 horsepower Albomotu is going for about 45,000. The fishing industry, the whole economy around the coastal belt, is in serious shambles. In Tiwama, a lot of the fishermen, we also have issues with the sea defense.
Oh, okay.
It's a majority of people who put half as an. It's usually election time and our festival time that they come back home to kind of visit home and then have fun and all that. But if the coastal belt, fishing no could do here, most of these guys, they'll work home. There'll be money at home. Their lives will be better. But all these things are not happening. In the premix, a very big issue. Premix is I cannot be a problem. In the premix are what 500. They are buying it almost 3,000 cedis per barrel.
Per barrel?
Yes.
Premix fuel.
It's amazing. In the fishermen, when you be more use normal petrol or mix with the diesel to be able to go for fishing. Now, ako ye the margin na ako pudo na nya na mamba na a better wa. Onye easy. Inti I'm very hopeful that my man time, those times no that were yeah premix was the same color, so that what use what amount for use for other purposes.
Yeah.
Them strategy not the bad. I think they'll reintroduce it. Now we'll introduce even tanks in areas fishing the corridor 1 year premix. Mobe ya fishermen one who be we to fishing. Mobe ya sikabebo wokutukum. The coastal belt ni de or ya dibi or the year shene hojuma. And the echo Tom or your Professor Mills Nkrumah.
Yeah.
What was
okay, who you naka?
Oh,
okay.
Jeko why the sea defense kakra bi wo ho a fishermen no what fishing but when we into one a lot of the fishing boats now on canoes now on okopwa when your problem into ya dibia ya adwenya me ya adoma e behwema ono so wetuma ye ho adwuma eko imunapo dia ono de puno wadi krona ma chede onye easy eko ekumpo ano the same thing see defense big issue into these things are yame bia yame ya adoma se aban bana otumi jiranda do ye a odi ye hwene ka ho asem.
So it means the task ahead for you and the next MCA is huge.
Very much so.
What me attack?
In fact, I'm wojidi there. Look, governance is about all of us. Abambe na family, but you as an individual, you have the opportunity to also seek investment into your place.
Okay.
For instance, I was talking about jobs. Echo Srafa area, how we have an enclave beer. Salt production no now. Today, actually the price of salt, if them area was developed that, in case youth no when you
okay.
But because we collapse in it, all of them have to travel.
When they collapse in?
Well, I think there a lot of issues, factors no the massive.
No, you are buying a juma.
No, you are buying
private.
Private. But we're in a small scale.
Oh, okay.
But when the way you are not business kasem no phone pair. Na wa dying bibi kaso na anhwene so na family issues. So a lot of things. It wasn't one shadow, one structure and well to the extent of last a lifetime.
Okay.
I think that one area on them salt production, manufacturing, a better mesma, a very ma salt, no, waba homa, a juma sabaho. Na me there, the mania may now, you to me ya, open my youth now, in the way to acquire be brain, over to one beefy. You'll be surprised that even in the mining, small scale mining, quite a chunk of our youth are there.
From a conflict?
Yes, quite a chunk of it. Now, the risk involved in doing them, friend, the small scale mining, but they don't have a choice. They are all looking up at us there. And I make a background in banking. For a large quantum of my life, here banking. And of course, you share investors. Investors, a pitch, they can consider, they can come. Yes, government is there. Maybe you might need some government guarantees here and there to support it. But if you pitch yourself well, if you don't have issues with land, if you have labor, you have resources there that they will come and do it. So it's one area, I would like to work with people within the industry to see the investors develop the salt, do some farming, large-scale farming. Ekunfi has one of the biggest arable land. Okay. We are about the third highest in the central region. That say food production, we can do so much for ourselves. And then we discover lithium.
Yeah.
Now, what is the issues around lithium? In there, what exploration? A few of our people are working. But even there, because once you then view the structure of the whole lithium agreement and how it's going to work, it is here and ad hoc kakra. Our people are working, but onopono and then yaman shedan koye papa. So coming into office, I think that Dibia Yami Yaduma, I want to get involved and see how we structure Yama so that it will inure to the benefit of our people. Because if the lithium is on our land, we must see benefit from it. Corporate social responsibility are them companies over Yama, the people of a
country. Say, if I quite remember, now may pay contract may I think the agreement if I said, I think every year the district stand a chance to get about $1 million development fund.
Okay.
You bet me I support you on Jumedia ADM and other developmental projects. The company now you did to me the man a bit me I own. Maybe as a member of parliament, you can also take a look at the whole agreement and see where you feel say, who do I not to me a shaping?
Definitely.
Maybe be a $1 million now ye cano. As of best last year no. might not be of the same value this year.
Yeah.
So maybe you'll bet me I could discuss it.
I mean,
but
if
a comfy, a baby of free say investors will be willing to invest.
I mean, personally, I have no doubt, because if you look at the kind,
because of your background as a banker.
Yes.
Most of investors know come with investment from banking loans.
Correct.
Now, say area na urban. Like money mwanka samutem say nye baby a ye business work coming na. Me nyini so bukwa kwaje bo say so baba invest.
I mean, it depends on the kind of investment you are talking about. Personally, I went me a farming. To me, a pineapple farming. Fortunately, 2021, I took the district best farmer. 2022, me far or yeah, Central Regional best pineapple farmer.
Oh, pineapple now?
Yes.
What do they name pay coffee?
Now, the reason why I'm going to offend farming and pineapple for that matter, Nana being Nana or Honyamishamu. The land is fertile for pineapple production. Only thing a juice factory in the world.
Yeah.
A lot of the people were pineapple production. I made 60 acres. Today, if made to my 60-acre pineapple plantation farm, now in the Adom government, the government is making efforts to beef up the agricultural sector.
Yeah.
Now investment kakra ma. Today, if I employ 20 people, I can do about 40.
Yeah.
Make great jobs. Beyond that, me production me bema offend coffee juice.
Yeah.
Production be koso. In there because when you produce ninety, they cannot necessarily produce 24 hours.
Like the raw materials.
Raw materials.
Okay.
Outgrowers. Yetumi ma offend facilities ba. They're able to get more farmers who are into pineapple farming. All these things will create avenues for people to invest more. You'll be so very surprised that from the time me started pineapple wejuma, the number of private people who have come into pineapple ejumano, why be brave? That tells you that sometimes we take initiative or spare on other people to do more.
Yeah.
Now, Ebe Kumfia, apart from all what I've said, tourism is another big one over there. Actually, we have areas which we develop into tourism areas. In there, Echo baby today, Nakwa, or play your friend or friend breezes. In there, among food to come from all walks of life, Obaho, yes, to come and witness how serene and calm the places. Like I said, there are other areas what year them investments over to work or drama.
Okay.
Now investment, agriculture, and I think that obema a juma kesaba hopa. Na sende the value of pineapple, even in everything, the value of salt, pharmaceutical companies, offended oil exploration.
Yeah.
If you invest there, the likelihood that ebe ujamba kodi amount are very high. For me, I think that yes, a kumfi has so much potential. Now, obia why na there, onye kumfi mambe yejumano. Now, more interesting point there, urban resources in terms of human resources, we have a greater chunk of our youth who are willing and ready to work. Jeba, labor on Shedan Yehu.
Okay.
So coming to a kumfi to invest either in salt, in agriculture, or even tourism, or you're very, very lucrative. I think that Ubia Orishin Biara EPBB investment, a kumfi is open for business.
Okay.
And for me, I'm ready to assist in any way possible to make sure that the dreams and aspirations of both the company and the people are achieved.
Yeah, so we are seeking for investors, so more Embra. Yeah, well, the human resource. But I think we need to categorize the human resource. As no be an field or be able to play in a role. But meaning more data be one more extra one, the number of unemployed youth. Yeah, war a comfy. Their valuable skills, where they can be placed. Sanabia, say, now over a confia chunk of our youth into IT.
Right.
So if as a member of parliament, say me was 60% of my unemployed youth in IT, well trained in IT. Now me seeking for an investor. That should be my primary focus. Yeah, me say be a chunk into farming. What kind of farming? Is it the pineapple farming? is this sugarcane farming? More database how?
Readily, I may not have that data as it were, but I know for a fact that in terms of the employable skills, no one. Yes, farming is one.
Okay.
The fishing community is another. Apart from that, they are well-educated from the youth who are seeking employment.
Okay.
Now, in the Ekunfi Youth Association, the object in there will harness all the talents of youth who are spread across Ghana, trying to encourage them. The one brave you know meboa. Into Pinara where we school, juma. Now even crowd, they are very, very senior people within this country. I will feel confused, but for various reasons, into actually there one life ne kodi baby fufu.
Okay.
Now if a confused started there or a shisheno, I have no doubt in my mind that all these people who are doing well outside the confines of Ekunfi will come back and support Ekunfi to develop. In terms of the skill, I can tell you for a fact that there are so many people. But if even about 50% of the voter population is outside of Ekunfi, that should tell you that quite a chunk of our people are out there who are doing well in various places. They are only waiting for the opportunity to find itself in Ekunfi and they will come back and help. I mean, I for one, maybe we bring our Accra.
Okay.
But make you feel consistently. My papa know your hand we Ekunfi search. Now Accra na me buy no, be banking. For all these years now Accra na me ti. Na me dovetail into politics, be a constituency chairman. Ya me na do my baby na me know. Skills na me no. I need to go back home and help my people to develop. So I went back. And I saw that one of the areas I made to showcase me whole well and also make a bigger impact was through politics. Because now my in terms of banking sector.
Okay.
So going back in this form, will give me the opportunity to work with Nananum and also to help to drive Ekunfi in a direction over boy Inara. And that's how come me JBB me wakra na me no me Kofi Makoboa. Until with the skills I acquire today, I find myself in a place I can use it to help my people. And I'm sure that there are many other people who are Ghana occupying positions in various sectors of Ghana necessarily. So say Ekunfi started or they will definitely come and help. In terms of I encourage everybody at Erishem there. Ekunfi is ready. Be ready to assist. Sometimes, the important thing is that if you're a listener, a team and kofu kana, at least you value what they bring to the table. Now, or the idea be bar, you recognize them. Also, when there, I do not buy no. Why in Shava?
Okay, so as the first district to receive its share of one district, one factory, also Abantu as well.
And I think that offended all your confusion neck was Osinana Bay or one I was a farm no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now
and that's a strategic power.
Papa, imagine them I am a boy.
Overboard transport won't be.
Oh, but beyond that, no.
Okay, but to see a BC.
Oh,
and I'll start a family.
We see answer miracle. But the location analysis or the proximity play a key role. And the
sure.
But beyond that, no, young production yes, you supply Ekunfi juice for some time, but because of one or two, companies are export.
Oh, okay.
Or diverse in terms of demand is all over. More by price is a big determinant too.
Yeah.
Business.
So now you're doing your trading between the exporters and the local manufacturers.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hey.
Nina play a key role. For me, I think that the company now or the Papa Mayinara. I know they have a few challenges, but again, no, I've always said that they need help, they need support, financial assistance, and also technical assistance. And I think that for now, they are not produced to capacity or meet demand.
Okay.
So, like in America, if you tune the Sika share outgrow a small, so they produce more. For instance, maybe I'm a 60 acres. If the investment kakra I'm able to do at least 100 acres. Production bokosho. Packs in more, they can produce more.
Okay, so now they are under production. They are under production because raw materials no so.
Correct. Correct.
But when you saw about a confidia, majority of farmers are into pineapple.
But you see, the challenge is today, the cost of producing pineapple on easy. Ha! Rubber was this our foam.
Yeah.
When I started production, it was 800 cedis. Today it's 3,000 Ghana cedis.
Rubber kese.
Rubber black now what this our foam now.
Okay.
What the pineapple no suckers what they shed no. 800 would do 3,000. Just imagine in a rural setup where in Yamama how many people can afford it?
And it's 60 case they all boka.
Oh, pa kadi yebobi. But ni na no ya dwene de obabu nipa. Nti maye no yenhwe. You'll be surprised there for a quite a while now. Production here no onye so profitable. Largely we can break even po. But we are hopeful.
Like mu amudua abrobe.
Yeah.
E wo akunfe no.
Yeah.
Akoye hand to mouth production amoye.
Largely. Because inputs are what the pineapple no or akosro. In the fertilizer, just look at the price of fertilizer.
Yeah.
Marble plastic mulch in price.
Yeah.
In the ever for labor, another cost. Transportation, when you finish. The whole of the value chain on the pineapple manufacturing, production, wakosho. Only a few people know what year. Into Buha on use methods are over money good yield. Only for survival.
Yeah.
So he will not incur them huge costs. Oh yeah, kakra. Maybe we're going to use plastic mulch. But kakra. You benya yield all right, but on so much. And the money na wama, a lot of people will divert into other friend crops.
Okay.
I mean they me coconut, me say friend palm, because me straight into the future that all the yamama ye ekwasafa I have about a 30-acre plantation on the mixed cropping. A banana bean hono me pineapple. Me say so then I be hono so me friend palm plantation. I have about 200 trees I may. So I'm looking at it that over the next 3-4 years. So the me na no ojina na do. I believe there or discover ba. Na youth nso obenya bibi waye. Ye mama mo ton ade obenya bibi waye. Today me yoka say Ekunfi is even lacking a market, a big market. It's here na sorry because we are joining communities sort of.
Oh, okay.
So I must
Ekunfi diga wo Mankesim.
Largely because we are so close. In fact, we used to be one constituency as I watch it. Until that I don't know whether that mentality still hangs so much there. We find ourselves.
Maybe it's because there's no alternative, as we say.
Probably.
Ekunfi enya or no ankasa market.
Yes.
Because basically, I didn't know say me fro a shandy free Ekunfi di ba Mankesim bedija. When I crab kwakoto menye buo.
It's true.
Ekunfi Kesim.
And my way there, your pockets of markets.
Okay.
But you need big markets.
Yeah.
And one of the things I'm marking there, God willing, say Yami Adoma, we want to set our own market. We have a Kako market which is in Mankesim. Ohona mostly young crofo muna who are very business minded people. What your Kako business? My waka the Oye Yami Adoma. We want them to also come and do some. One may be work on land to do. Aside of that, you have skills training, to vet na them offend then government crofo na in there your mama na banana also or the national apprenticeship program reba. You pedal ba we set up centers where we may train them ofra so that they can also stand on their 2 feet. Now the market no ya and there a better skill center be ho a e be gym of running quantities numbers mo be ya masters will be train wo na also wetum we yin no abe responsible people for Ekunfi. Apart from that, in the funding a big issue. Now send there say oye ye mama Professor Jane. Yeah. On that your papa jo mama wa kan ho abum no so the Women Development Bank reba. I think there is a laudable idea. Mo be ya sika wodi digwa. Ye mama mo be nye sika wodi digwa. Was a train mama kura a train crony na. Enti ye mama mo wo hie sika mo be ya wotu we digwa. The biggest challenge with that is interest or that don't know. See who no does. Enti most of them work on to me here
from the commercial banks.
From the commercial banks. Okay. And there was a bill to crab. And there was a quick loan so. And all these things, you know, the interest or that don't know is unbelievable.
See, because Ghana need nipa or they will say wonjia.
Oh yeah, but you see, the truth of the matter is, senka interest will fuma. Now it's sure that hono is stringent enough. Yeah. I'm sure that I mean, obi or one day, senka when you have the opportunity. I believe that.
But not from a banking background. we check the books of Bank of Ghana.
Yeah.
Now share the NPL, that non-performing loans.
Yeah.
Yeah, banks are accumulating. Not because Nipan will scan the own numbers over here. Or this can share business, no. Factors 1, 2, 3, I'm a business, no.
Are collapsing.
Are collapsing.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I mean, you are Junpa, but the truth of the matter is the quantum of loans are young traders is not comparable to banks in man.
But sir,
I mean, if somebody on here 2,000, these are small amounts they can easily manage.
But the economy no end to me am pijanimu. And sustaining the 2,000. Well, money never been count.
Yeah.
When to me and sustaining 2,000, I'm a year or so. No, as a bank, because you are to the money. I call page in one of the aba. Then the pan the co, not 2,000 now co. And for so a beba on so and so qua. Send the pan a bit rasano.
I mean, look, since your economy, you know that economy, or I say, on support a lot of things. I mean, look at exchange rate, grab a bit. I mean, you are looking at, since you are matter about drop crack about 15%, 15.4. But overall, no, when the amount for one capital, you know, will deplete because of exchange rate issues.
Yeah.
But for those of us in the rural setup, no, yeah, interest, no, yes, economy, no, is one big factor. But if you go into a place like Obio or Tonediban, I mean, the capital here, 2,000. So now, because Obedini Huni, let's see how they are be age more be part there.
Okay.
Na interest in the lower. When the shortest possible time, but with your grammar, ne interest when you know what benefit capital that age. It's all about getting the people to understand there.
Okay.
Them sika on your free money. Or you are buying this called the ball. Into the way you are or they are disciplined to the extent there. Crana be to my no for ye, more be ya. Able to me to if you ho. A two we are na sebi a crate one kasa o record that you can even go for more.
Okay.
But all the same, ni na no ojina shisha when you obey and they understand it. And of course, yeah. In the rural setup, you'll be surprised that everybody's known. Ebony feel film for better.
Yeah.
And before we alone, look conditions or down. The ones that default and also one kasa.
Well, when we say campaign, of course, no. President-elect. And what can also call a pro Ekumfi.
Correct.
Ekumfi here another factory, and now the incoming administration, best strengthen the capacity of Ekumfi juice factory.
Yo, me that say. One, me yo yajun Ekumfi juice on here strengthen, will boost new production.
Okay.
And I believe that them 24-hour economy no rubano. Yami Adoma, you be wasem because it confuse juice no on money muda or be create jobs, like I said, outgrowers. For those of us who are maybe bigger farmers,
okay,
we also produce more. You be employ more people. On my factory no with Janado. Now 24-hour economy no or more tax incentives or more funding. All these things no say additional production be order manufacturing in terms of in the way juice, ginger, maybe a mango. Yeah. Or pineapple and ginger, they can introduce additional ones. And I mean, plant offend the mango. So mango no only know I can still supply them. But if the setup of their machines is not able to accommodate them introduction of new fruits now, will be restricted. But in all this, no, what share the capacity of the people they will supply or your raw materials for production. In the capacity a big issue. I'm a gym there say, Yami Adoma, then factory not wash. Beyond that, it can be about salt. We have a salt enclave because we're a coastal community. Salt is a big one. Pharmaceutical industry will use, petrochemical will use. If you set up a salt refinery, I think that obey boss so much. It will create jobs. It will my young the way to coin now because there will be jobs.
So a Ekumfi needs another salt factory.
A salt factory, if you ask me. It's a very big one. And for the agriculture, the land is there.
Yeah.
We have the land. But that one I've told you. I mean, things like gari processing, cassava, oya, ofa is there. You know, the poultry. Even fish farming is coming up strongly.
Okay.
So there's so much potential that the government will look at them salt refinery are making, not on boost the production capacity of a Ekumfi juice. oboboy so much. In the fishing or a big we confused. But issues around sea defense and friend then echo Tom one issues or one bill or friend bill them what kind of the mean and why fishing but could do so well. And you know for me a greater chunk of my votes came from the coastal communities.
Oh, okay.
So issues concerning them no I make sure with very keen interest.
Okay.
Na nyame adoma dem yame nyina no yetumi address a oboboa yen papa. In there why a nuclear discussion be around Abuano area ho. And I think that it has been on the tables for a long time, but today the discussions are still going on. Okay. Also nyame I don't know about on streamer. I believe the oboboa ma them area ho so pick up.
But yenwie I say my boys nso nya kakra go moto.
Okay.
Intimula bre aso. Another draw eba. Anopay a week 12 and number 6. When you draw sir on Adom TV. You go mula draw. Yes, I'm back. Here's how you know kwaba we my name is boys na we ni peche. We them. Anopay go here. A man for phone so kagumi sa. Nyamia ya duma. Say your man so be a betting tax nephew. Is there no I don't know. They say you free. Say you free. Mucha is a mucha a good bat. Ya fa adwen to ho. No ankota obusu adwetire. But so we are the sorry offering. Kofi ni abako ekoto na one. Okay, so Dr. Kwenu is still on the seat. MP elect for Ekumfi constituency in the Central Region and Trim Comodia for the constituency. Ko betimi afa so ampuntu akoko nso so se ne be ya manfo etwo no so no enso betimi ato wo. So Dr. Akwa babiem quick one, a look into John Mahama administration 4 years, strictly 4 years. What if you may be council in years, strictly 4 years. With that huge manifesto promise. MFA.
Yo, medase. I'm a demo GD papa.
Okay.
The John Mahama administration or Beji. I'm here to manage my son. Now, echo back into history, 2016. Into 2017, Obefia Bemino, it was projected there. Growth rate in really 8%.
Okay.
And then Menyoka say it's less than 5. Mahama Nabredo, Orufia Bem na yenam 4 cities. And then yenam end of year almost 15 Ghana cedis to the dollar. Mahama Nabredo, Oja Nyama Odo Boa Abanfu Florida. And the Sankofa Tain.
Okay.
And the Eshe companies are no Yejuma, Gridco, VRA, Temawe Refinery, they were all working, profitable. Today it's not the same. Cocoa board cry and they will collapse. Literally, if you ask me, for over how many consecutive years were report losses? The cocoa production, Mahama Nabredo, about 960,000 metric tons. In there is about 400. In the syndication going to me here, because we cannot back it with cocoa.
I'm saying about look. See, I call a watch and do.
BBI basa. So the economy needs it. In fact, okay. And I always, my Miss Papa in there. I'm sure they'll make discoveries that they wouldn't believe for the discoveries them in terms of arrears, contractor payments.
Like a car go
a car one way go
a best sorting.
Although because the interest no accumulate. In the what they offend the domestic debt exchange by.
Yeah.
And one those can cry expect from government in terms of investment. What to do? In the Eurobonds rubber. In the I think first quarter of this year, there's about $340 million of the government to tier. And this will be paid almost every 6 months.
IMF and so on.
IMF constriction in the under the hot orchard. Jemu, the reality is that Abani Wama and Yama are tough. But Adioma all shaman crying there. When I look at the person of John Dramani Mahama in terms of governance and his experience, right now from an assemblyman to an MP, deputy minister, vice president, now president, in terms of leadership and governance, I have no doubt in my mind there. he's able to do that for us.
But say as a banker, ya roti kasemna si pa. Wo hwe near a free books eba in terms of eka. The developmental project a we chiri. Ni a start a ye nwie ni o si start ni o si ekokuni ko wie as compared to sika ye jeje e wo ye memu in terms of taxes ni eba ye same as grant ni be kwa koji bia be so as loans. Do you think say ye betim ya cater for this challenge na mo kan wasem say the Kufuor government no a create their to one ana?
Sisiano ehwa yen tax regime ayewo no. For me, sometimes I feel irrational. Even though we need the
current
revenue.
Tax regime.
Yes. For instance, in the Ecoporter, there are so many taxes, about 23 or 24. Right? Now, first of all, or discourage imports, fine. Exchange rate wise, so am I. But where is the production to support that decision to tax those things? It's not there. And there, you can betting tax, you can e-levy. Then the taxes, we have just moved from tax to tax. I think they need to rationalize the whole tax system, where a greater chunk of the people, not only the formal sector, because this is a formal sector for more tax, but to rationalizing will create avenues for even new businesses to start. That within 2 years, new company will be or tax. Then waiver. So that after 2 years, the companies even 100 per upstream power, all these guys will start paying taxes. Beyond that, I mean, I think that look, some of the taxes are what you know. For instance, port today, okay, whatever you are bringing, let's say you pay 20% tax,
like a flat rate.
Flat rate. People will start doing business.
But you see, Doctor, the challenge with our port and ESA, why do we use exchange rate to calculate a port duties? It is a ne semi-cocraniema ne be a meko na cedi dollar hover around 10 cedis. Me craniema e be sipo so be taking best 1 month. Eba be do ne 17. It threw me off. Now, semi-calculate 15 cedis and I'm here for my port duty. Eba be do extra 2 cedis above account for that large volume of. Why do we continue using that kind of system no our airport?
Yo, that's it. In fact, you have a very good point there. But what I know, or maybe I think is happening, as a port, we also have charges that we pay to external entities. Only necessarily in local currency. And for some reason, no. So what hedge them exposure now or bear cost amount. So them charges, no, I know that it's in or use dollar rate to do it, but the actual payment is in cedis.
Yeah.
So that will be cushioning them for any exchange rate fluctuations. But it now boils down to the economy. The economy is doing well. Well, your exchange rate is stable, right? You don't have to go through all this. At the end of the day, the responsibility lies on government to make sure that the economy is working. The exchange rate becomes stable. How do you make the exchange rate stable? Today we import everything. Years back, when I was active in banking, rice was a big issue, where we used to import rice up to about $500 million or $800 million. Yeah. Today, I think we are back to the same level. There's no concerted effort to reduce the dependence on imports.
But we have that blueprint. Because most of our importers, the giant importers are politically connected. Ebi American Ekufuor hunipa na import rice. Ekufuor hunipa na support Ekufuor mo obey president in terms of sika. Eko betimi afa so nye sika back here say he continues to import.
Yes.
Ebi American jomama hunipa na ne ode chicken efra mo no ne eba. Eko betimi afa so ne sebeka ne sika back. Sebeto akoso amana import. And these are people who can come sika bom to set up factories in Ghana to produce the same name na omo krade bana. It can easily be done. Since time immemorial. Ya can once reduce importation, as I can paper so.
Me you imagine. But you see, it boils down to the political will. The me no. When your leader has the will or has the love for his country, like what I have seen in your mama. Look, Papa no, I mean, the opportunity. I mean, needing come out 1 or 2 occasions.
Okay.
Now, extra ne submissions na ne castle kana. Now, Ghana shouldn't be where it is. Now, I believe strongly there. Yamaya and Adom Waba for the second time. He will do even better than he did in the past. Truth be told, politics wama in Bianca or the agent who has Ghanaian, so the baby I know a bit of an intrinsic thing, obiara benefit obenya. But the poultry industry, big issue. Wonya feed the podi among kono. And all the man, you only get the importers to thrive. Meanwhile, the importers now you are suffering on exchange rate. So if you are there, you best sign them maybe. The end result of our inaction, it will be a bigger one on the people, and that will reflect in our elections, like we have seen.
Yeah. Ethiopia. A
very reporter.
Said the Ghana photo about the.
In fact, I respect Ghana for Papa.
Sure. And no, on my way to the sense say one can start calling sudden free police station.
Exactly the point.
What don't you marry?
Indeed, our babema ensure bibi from Mawesi in the economy na ye dimo bia to me yehwe. Amfanye men gwa kwem in the Miyoka say President Mahama ehwe ye manifesto. He's talking about how to improve the poultry industry.
Yeah.
Orca agriculture, orca farming centers. Also land banks. Or in Yamor Canina there or you systematic in how our operator achieve certain things. Orca Palugu Dam, because they need water there. Orca Zuarugu meat factory. Orca Commander sugar factory. The main now actually demand for some of these things now is so huge there. Yes, kakra ewo ye de kwa brochi ni akotaba. Ye you obi na economy ye na ye endine or say. There needs to be a deliberate policy. And all the day ye manifesto no for a large percentage of it no on areas you feel there we want to invest in productive sectors of the economy.
Okay, that is what your mama government is about.
Exactly.
Productive sectors investment.
Yes. Agriculture is one. Yes.
Correct.
Manufacturing is one.
Okay.
Industry is one. 24-hour economy or a flagship programmer. How to beef up some of these sectors whilst creating jobs, additional jobs. In the unemployment rate is counting about 14%.
I then as a Ministry of Food and Agriculture, as a Deputy Finance Minister, be born, sir.
But that's it. We have to look at the whole thing holistically.
The whole thing, yeah.
And then I think there. Look,
are you ready to serve?
Oh, definitely. I always consider myself a servant.
Okay.
All my life, I believe in hard work. I believe also that a good name is always better than riches. Okay. It hasn't been an easy journey, to be honest. Politics is a tough one, but I'm determined to make an impact on my community and my country. It's given the opportunity today, I will never spare it.
Are you prepared?
I think I am prepared.
Yeah, are you prepared?
I believe I'm prepared. If the thing is too small for you, I believe strongly that I'm prepared for any road that comes my way. I think that I'm so wherever I go, and I believe that God will not put you where He has not prepared you for.
Okay.
Mr. Shasi politics in Yende, Shasi 2008, but today 2024, how many years? Patience, hard work, and consistency is what has driven me to this point. I believe that maybe I'm American, my crado, but then major jimpa, major legacy be mom. So I'll be the first MP with my back.
Okay.
For that alone, the level of motivation I made that to Ebusianum And now for people living around me, Pono, for me, gives me a lot of encouragement. And given the opportunity today, I will not miss it. I will do my very best to make sure that, because Ghana today, soon because the economy is in shambles.
Na wahim foka wana edito mampeni John Dramani mama nimse oba omeki ne MPs ne ministers ne biwana.
Oh no quite.
Wahim for ni bi kan.
Oh yeah nananum oyadibia wodi hu ebobo pa.
Okay.
Na ebia mejidi de we hu ma ho keka o krom ho. Because for the few years me taking active role in politics for hono. Okay. I'm doing my very best. Some of the things I may and crying, people ask now when do cry na hear me. So they have some firm belief and hope in me that I think I will do what I can possibly.
So looking at your CV, where do you think you can serve this nation well, honor yourself and your family?
Well, actually, my background is there. I mean, I'm a finance person, definitely. I mean, I've done over almost 20 years. Last one, I'm a chief investment officer. But now, I'm into farming. And actually, inflation, agriculture plays a very key role in terms of the basket. No, so you to me, agriculture,
okay.
Because it's bani adibia. Also, a hungry man is an angry man. Beyond that, you create jobs, or create demand for Nzama of between export. Oh, there is so much agriculture can do for us. Into President Mahama ne offend the manifesto promise or their banner. Or will be create farm banks in terms of land. Because land is a big issue in the litigation. So I'm young people when you land put to farm in the Orica. All your farming centers. Why you be introduce equipment? I bet you a big farming. There will be a pole one. I bet you 10 poles, 15 poles. For those of us who are to big farming, we can move from 50 acres to 100 acres.
Okay.
So to me, a large scale farming we can meet the demand of many countries, or the exchange, or the foreign exchange. Remember, or my currency now is stable.
Okay.
Inflation, we have seen about 54% in this country. My inflation between one drop. Service industry, manufacturing, all these agriculture play key role. I think that as a country, you take agriculture seriously.
When I say Dr. Kweno, MP elect Edema Manfua, a war a confi in the central region, Manabua Ebe 3 years, and then the Minister for Finance. I mean, Adam is likely to present the mini budget to cover the first quarter of 2025 for the Jomama-led NDC administration team. And then a parliament resume. And the report is that he is likely to present the mini budget for the first quarter of 2025. A quick statement from Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. A term from Charles, which the headmasters Saudwa or Moda Abines to Quinto schools are not. Or the crater be a PA Abontain. Or say, dear Charles member, appeal to authorities to postpone the resumption of schools from the Christmas break. So this is a statement. Here two teams are saying now, so with me flow. I said it here. The National Executive Council of Charles, at an emergency meeting convened on Tuesday, December 31, 2024, decided, among other things, that 1. The Ghana Education Service and the Ministry of Education be strongly advised against the reopening of schools on 3rd January 2025 after the Christmas break. The reason accounting for this recommendation were contained in earlier letters written to the Honorable Minister of Education through the Director General dated 12 August 2024, 13 November 2024, and 20th December 2024, requesting government to make good the payment of all arrears in respect of perishable and recurring fees, as well as monies owed to schools emanating from the catering of food items and various regional distribution centers to schools. It's a character that's when you know it's one said a can be a dog no headmasters in the Yanka a buying entry school na ye be Yamia more or chenum na intimate for sa concerns na abaning na sanayama additional phone abba. Doctor, that's out of pay. Yamin Shrow.
I'm saying answer meko ni bi me bo 1 or 2 bi answer meko.
Okay.
Na
3 seconds.
3 seconds. Yo. Me da say I'm say assisted conference of assisted secondary school penfono and I'm say education is very important for us. Until I'm say last na me kanu. Schools no me here boarding facilities at Chin secondary near Atamels. Apart from that no meda oye ekunfifu nyina se.
But I say I found see ochina e fiada me dey akwesi easier. You be say dey share.